Welcome to this Steegle video demonstrating how you can add a custom URL using your own domain to a new Google site made with a personal Google account or a Gmail account. The first step you have to take is you have to prove to Google that you own the domain. You do this by going to the Google Search Console, and there you add a property. You want to add a website that's prefixed with HTTPS, as the website will have a secure connection, and then add the domain. You need to add both the root level domain, that's the naked domain without the www in front of it, but you'll also need to verify www as well. But first of all, let's add the root level domain. Add that. This is the verification step where you need to show Google that you own the domain. The only option you can do with this is use the domain name provider. This is the only option that will work, as you don't have a site at this domain yet. Choose your domain name provider, and this will give you a code to add as a TXT DNS record to your domain settings. Here's our domain settings. Yours will look different from this, but we will add a DNS record. We want it to be a TXT record. We want our host to be the naked domain. So in your DNS settings, you may type in your domain there, or sometimes you type the @ symbol like we have here. And then we will add in the verification code that the Google Search Console gave us. We will then add this DNS record. While you're adding your TXT verification DNS record, you may as well add in the other DNS records you need to map your web address to new Google sites. The first DNS record you need to add is a CNAME record. The host needs to be www. Your domain provider may want you to type in the entire address, but ours is just www. And this needs to point to ghs.googlehosted.com. And some DNS providers need a final dot on the end. Once you've added that DNS record, you can then add another. This is to set the root level domain to redirect to your www address. So this DNS record, this time it's an A record. You need to point it to @, that means your domain level, the root domain level, the naked DNS record. And that value needs to be 174.129.25.170. This is a free service called wwwizer, which will redirect your naked domain to the www address. DNS providers take time to update the DNS that they serve on the internet. It can actually take 24 to 48 hours to fully propagate to the rest of the world. So you can return to the Search Console and use the verify button, but this may not work straight away. As you can see in our instance, it didn't work straight away either. Once you've successfully verified that you own the domain in the Google Search Console, you can then continue and you'll see the data that Google Search Console gives. The next step is to also add as another property the www address as well. So https://www. The domain you want to add to your site. When you go to add this time, it will automatically verify because you've added the root level domain. Once you're finished in the Google Search Console and you've proved ownership, you can now return to your site. In the top right corner, where you have the 3-dot more menu, you can choose that, and then you can choose custom URLs. In there you can paste your domain. You don't need to have the HTTPS on the front of it or any / on the back of it. Just literally need the www domain there. As you can see in our instance, this is already being used by a classic Google site, so we need to remove that first. Once you've removed that mapping from any other site or Google property, you can then add it to your site, and you'll see that it's checked there. Now we can assign. Once your assigned URL is there, you can see it listed underneath. you can add up to 5 URLs. The final thing to do is to make sure that you've shared your site publicly. So make sure that your published site is available to anyone and can find it. And then once you've done that, you just need to publish your site. This will ask what Google Sites URL you want to use. As you can see, this is a personal Google site. It has the view in the URL, and it also shows you that the published site will have the custom URL also. If you want your site to be found in search, make sure you untick the box that says request public search engines to not display my site. Untick if you want to be found in search. Use the publish button, and once your site is published, you'll then be able to view it at the custom URL. You can find the custom URL there. You can see you can copy it, and then you can open that as you would normally. As you can see, the URL does not work immediately, but it does work once Google has set everything up for you. Once Google has finished configuring everything at the back end, your site will then appear at your custom URL. We hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching, and you can find more new Google Sites videos at Steegle.com.